Hi everyone, it's Miss Amy from Camden Public Library, and today we had a police officer, I can't say that today, come visit the library for story time, and we made these cute 3D hats together as a group. And I wanted to also show you my police officer puppet. And a police officer badge. So let's get started so that we can make these. So in order to make this, you need some paper. So this is basically half a circle, a little more or less or whatever for the half a circle. And I have a shape that is like a police hat, or so that you can put it on. It kind of looks like a crown before you put everything on it. But it could just be flat, or could just be two swoops, or whatever you want. But you want to make a shape that will fit across your child's head. And then I made a badge, which is going to go right in the center. And then I have just a strip of paper, which is going to be the band that goes across. Okay, so let's get started. And the way I made the yellow badge is I folded it in half and made that shape. Okay, so this is the shape that I made for the badge, and so it's easy if you fold it in half. Okay, so glue stick. Let's do our hat first. So I'm going to go ahead and put the sticker right in the center of the hat. Then I'm going to put the strip of paper right on there. Okay, so that's the band, and you could even do it just like that if you wanted, just super simple. Oops. But I wanted to do it so that it was 3D, so that it stuck out and it was like wearing a little cap. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tie that on so that you can see. It's really super simple. If I can get this tied on. Okay, so there is what it looks like, and it was really easy to make. But what I want to do so that I get it so that it will stick out is I cut a little edge right here, a little lip out of here, and I'm going to do that, and that is so it can bend easily. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on either side of that, okay, like that. And then my hat on the back side, okay, so on the back side, I'm going to go ahead and glue that hat shape, okay, down. And I'm going to glue it down kind of at an angle so that it sticks out. Okay, so there we go, and see how it is glued right on the back, and then there. And then what you can do is hole punch, or you could just use strips of paper to make like a band to go around the outside. But the thread, the yarn, worked really well today. So because everybody has different size heads, so we tie it in a knot like this, and then the other side. And you could do it, you could tie it before you put this, the little strip on so that it hides the knot. That's certainly one option. Oops, I gotta get a little bit more glue. It's coming off like that. Okay, so I'm gonna tie it right on there so that I have that. And then you have these pieces to then tie around. Okay, so it ties around the outside. So there is how to make a policeman's cap for kids. So super, super duper fun. Okay, so now I have the same shape, but just bigger for my own badge. Okay, and I have a couple of little strips. So I have one that's kind of like a smile, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that at the bottom like this. Okay, then I have like a place for a name, because the badges on officers have names or numbers, badge numbers. I'm going to put a little star because police officers often have stars on their badges. And then I'm going to put another one up there. And there you have it. So I'm going to trim just a little bit off there. Okay, I can put my name. So let's do Miss Amy. I'm going to do star like that. And then maybe a number. So let's see. 55 for 55 Main Street, which is where our library is. And then I can do Camden Library. Can be an honorary officer or junior officer. And then just take a piece of tape like this. So fun. Just take a piece of tape, make a roll, put it on there, and tack it right over your heart, and you have a badge. I'm starting to look like a police officer, at least in pretend. And who doesn't like to pretend? Okay, so now let's make our police officer. Okay, so I have a policeman's head and neck cut out. Ovalish, whatever. I have a policeman's shirt. So it's basically an oval with two edges. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on to my police officer. So right there. Okay. And then I have some hands. So you could do two different shape hands. You could do like easy mitten hands, or you could cut out little tiny little hands and put those onto your officer's hands. I'm going to use the like hands that look like real hands. Like that. Okay, so there you go. Now you need some pants. Good heavens. All right, so I have just 2 blue strips. Simple. You don't have to make them fancy or anything. And then I'm just going to put them on there like that. Okay, so there we go. There are my 2 blue strips. Now I need some shoes. So today, Officer Andrick had black shoes on. So guess what? We have black shoes. So I have black shoes to put on like that, sturdy shoes to make the uniform, and then we need a hat, okay, just like this. So I have an itty bitty shape, kind of like a little acorn, and I'm going to put that right in the center of my hat. And then remember, we have a brim, so I'm going to do the brim like this, and I'm going to do it black, and I'm going to go like this and color it so that you can see it and so that it stands out. Yeah, like it. Okay. And then what I could do, if I wanted to, is I could make that brim like that so that it's bent just a little bit so that when I put my brim on, it will stay. And your officer can be a girl or a boy or whatever. So there we go. And then I need a face. My officer needs a face. So I'm going to do just a little bit of hair. Make some curly hair. How about that? I'm going to make some curly hair underneath there. Nice. And then some eyes, and make a nice friendly face for a helper, police officer, and a smile. And there we go. Oh, but I want, okay, I have one more little badge, and this one is going to go on the officer's jacket or uniform right there. That's important. And then my officer, let's see, I'm going to do some buttons for my officer. Like that. You could make a belt for your officer if you wanted. Because the officer has lots of tools like flashlights, maybe a taser, a baton, a Leatherman, maybe your officer has a gun. Most officers carry guns too for safety, but and handcuffs, those two, for when there's people who aren't doing what they're supposed to do. And then if you want, you can put this on a stick. You could do it sideways like that, so that you can make yours a puppet. So, happy day. So, thank you to the officer, Sergeant Andrick, who came to the library today from the Camden Police Department, and we made some cool crafts, and I wanted to add this one in for you all to see. So if you missed out today at the library, check out this video, share, like, comment, and say hi to the next police officer that you see and give them a thanks, for they have a tough job, and you never know what they're going to have to do every day. Lots of ways that they help out. Have a great day. Miss Amy. Happy crafting.